to another Vicky vlog. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button and the bell notification so you will be notified when I upload another Vicky vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about the two jurors of the Amber Guyger trial. I'm going to read you what they were saying afterwards. These two jurors are the only ones that agreed to talk after the trial. I think it was like a day after the Amber Guyger trial, or 2 days after. So also going to be letting you know my thoughts, in between of reading what these two jurors have said after the case. So the first juror that was interviewed, just FYI, they refuse to give their names, I guess because of security purposes. But the first juror is juror 34. She's a black female. The second juror that agreed to speak is a young, skinny white guy, and he's juror number 21. So they said 5 minutes in the jury room, they all voted she was guilty of murder. That part was easy, but the sentencing was hard. They wanted to please both sides. They thought the sentencing for 28 years of what the prosecutor were asking for was too long. They felt that they were asking for an eye for an eye. They believed that both of them wouldn't want that long time for Amber. Like, that's stupid to think that way. But anyway, they believe their decision was fair. They said no matter how many years we gave Amber, it wouldn't have brought both of them back. Duh, of course. I get that, but damn, more years would have felt justice or a little satisfaction for his family. Now is neither. Juror 34, the black female, said 10 years was appropriate. Appropriate number. No, it wasn't. What the fuck was you thinking? She felt it should have been the judge's decision to do the sentencing. I agree, because y'all fucked up on the sentencing number. And so, because if you don't give the right number, the family will be upset or the public will riot. That's what she said. Also, the young black female, she said she didn't factor in Amber's racist comments and text messages or Pinterest page. Why not? That was stupid. They said 10 years was a fair sentence. The brother, Bolton's brother, his name is Bryant Jean or Bryant John, some shit like that. He said he forgave her faster than anyone in his family. He said he waited a year to hear her say, "I'm sorry." So that's why he said, "I forgive you," and wanted to not just say it, but to show her by hugging her. But in my eyes, I think he forgave her way before the trial even started, which is weak as hell. They said they didn't like that the prosecutor displayed the text messages of her and Martin Rivera. But that's their job. That's what lawyers do in a trial, dumb motherfuckers. The juror 34, the black female, she said when Amber said on the stand, "I wanted to find a threat before she opened the door," they felt Amber was intended to kill whoever in that apartment, which defines murder. So that's why they ruled out manslaughter. The first juror, or one juror, wanted manslaughter, but she didn't understand the definition, so they asked the bailiff, can they get clarification on manslaughter? They were told, no, we gave you everything, so make a decision. It was a question of, do you guys include involuntary or voluntary manslaughter. Neither of those words were on the jury instruction. It was just the word manslaughter and the definition. So I guess in Dallas, Texas, they don't have that type of charge, involuntary manslaughter and voluntary manslaughter, like a lot of other states do. So she believed the court picked the most unbiased people for this jury. The crackhead LaWanda Clark, remember her? Did it for Juror 34. She wanted Amber to be able to get out of jail, have a good life. What the fuck? She looked at Amber and saw her face. She read her face. I guess she read, I shouldn't be here living. I want to switch places with both of them. Yeah, right. I don't believe that for a minute. The whole time during the trial, she was looking at Amber and she can feel what she is feeling. No, you can't. Give me a break, child. They truly believe Amber made a big mistake. Of course, bitch. If you felt that so much, why did you vote murder? Contradiction, y'all. Remember you said earlier you voted for murder charge because you believe she intended to kill anyone in that apartment. You didn't mention the mistake part. They said by Amber taking the stand, that hurted her case because she admitted she intended to kill him. They don't think the defense team did a good job at all. They think Mr. Rogers dropped the ball while defending her in court. I think Mr. Rogers did a very bad job also. He lied to the juries a lot and to the judge. He stuttered a lot, tripped over his words. He was one of the worst defense attorneys there. It felt like this was his first murder trial or second. Juror 34 said he sucked. They said that castle doctrine and self-defense was not a factor, so they threw that out the window. They got hung up on mistake of fact. Juror 34 said the state did a good job. Regarding the 911 call, the juror said by listening to the 911 call, it didn't play into their deliberations at all. Juror 34 said she was just worried about losing her job. Yeah, that's one of the things that came to mind when I heard that when Amber was on the phone and she gonna say to the 911 caller, I'm gonna lose my job. And so I was thinking, that's all that bitch thinking about is losing her fucking job. But all of the jury really believed she had remorse on day 7 after she received a guilty verdict. Juror 34 believed Amber being molested when she was 6 years old is the reason why she had an affair with a married man, Martin Rivera. By being sexually abused does that to you. Girl, that's not true. I'm in the same boat and I never ran to a married man for love. So you can miss me with that shit. Juror number 34. But it didn't sway their murder conviction. Oh my God, the interviewer just told these two jurors about what Texas Ranger David Armstrong was going to say on the stand if the judge would allow it. About he believes Amber Guyger didn't do anything wrong. Their faces were shocked. Juror 34 said what Ranger Armstrong said didn't make any sense. Amber committed murder. I would have just blocked that out of my head. Next. Juror 21, the white guy, he doesn't talk too much. But he said he was having problems with believing that the state proved beyond a reasonable doubt that she wasn't reasonable in killing Botham Jean. He believes Amber was guilty, but he wanted to make sure he went through the law as best he can. He read Amber's lease that states about the 24-hour maintenance can enter your apartment without notice. And Amber did say on the stand, excuse me, The maintenance man is coming that day, September 6, 2018. So that's why she took her dog to her mother's home. So if Amber was truly at home and the maintenance man was there, she would have killed him. She and all tenants received an email about the maintenance supposed to be coming that day. She thought Amber was unreasonable in thinking Bolton Jean was an intruder. Juror 34 said, "How can you not see the red floor mat that you were standing on while shooting him? The fact you didn't smell the strong weed in his apartment, even all the cops and the EMS and the investigators smelt it. It lasted in his apartment for 2 days." Juror 21 said he believes Bolton's personality is not an eye for an eye. He would turn the other cheek. You don't know that. That's bullshit, y'all. Juror 34 said she knows a lot of people are not happy with the 10 years for Amber. Duh, bitch. You could have gave her more years. So all of the people on the stand at the punishment phase talking about how great Bolton is, what did it end regarding the family not getting the sentence of what they wanted her to serve, about how Bolton loves everybody and he loves to sing and go to church, volunteer at school, etc., etc. By the state putting those people up there, it wasn't their intention to make the jury vote to a light-ass sentence, and 10 years is hella light. She would get paroled in 5 years. It backfired on the state's case, so now in the future they might change their tactic on that phase of trial, hopefully. Juror 34 said some jurors wanted 5 years, some said that's too low. Some people wanted 15, 20 years, and they were saying that's too high. They didn't think about Amber was a racist. She would have killed whoever was behind that door, white, black, Asian, Mexican, child. Juror 34 said she felt it was a jab to show the racist text and Pinterest page. No, it wasn't. She said we all say something racist about somebody or say something dumb, but that doesn't make you a racist. But that was on her social media in her phone. She's truly a racist, bitch. One question a lot of folks had, and me too, was why the state didn't bring up the text evidence during the trial, only came in during the sentencing phase. Juror 34 said it wouldn't have mattered, that's why they left it out. She said it's the DA's job to make her look like a monster. They're trying to get a guilty verdict. Just like any other case, they're going to pull out the worst stuff on you and throw it on the table for everyone to see. The interviewer asked, did it change or what you think about Amber Guyger? Number 34 said, it made her mad a little bit on the MAK checks. She said she was also mad that the state tried to make this case racial. Don't do that because that's going to start riots. She wanted Amber to forgive herself. She wanted the family to forgive Amber. Let's go and let God, she said. God moved in that courtroom. Bitch, please. So is what these two down jurors said. If you want to see the entire interview on WFAA, I will post the YouTube link below. And another thing, Bolton's little brother disregarded the MAK racist text, disregarded the way how our ancestors fought for us, disregarded the unjust of black people getting killed by white cops and getting off. My opinion on these two jurors, starting with number 34, she is fake to me. She sounds very fake. I really don't have no words for juror 21. He is way too soft like a pillow. One thing I can say about this trial, it made me wish both of them was my person and my friend. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share this video, and I'll see you guys on the next Viggy vlog. Peace.